And fantastic.
Newey.
Congratulations, you're a true professional streamer.
Wait, if he's not even here, can we count that as Taran dies on principle?
No. It has to die on screen and be here.
Damn.
Time to play a whole ass game of War Thunder. Think I lead? What campaign do you think this is? I don't lead. The other drugged up monkey does. Speaking of, hello, Kyle.
I mean, I probably could lead him. I'm just recovering from, like, literally the worst headache I had midweek. Like, just one day, I suddenly just headache, and it kept getting worse.
I'm there with you. I pulled a muscle in my back sometime last weekend, and I still haven't,
Oh, ow. Yeah, okay. Yep, I'm very sympathetic to that.
Chirpy. You
I keep a foam roll just for rolling out any sort of problems with my back muscles. And it actually works very well.
You are the bird of my dream.
You just have to deal with the fact that it hurts like a bitch.
Yep.
Ram it in my egg hole, yeah!
But usually a good foam roller just works it right out.
I've nearly gotten it out. It's just certain movements still aren't playing nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in my case, I actually still have a frozen shoulder that I've had for like a year. Because that's how long frozen shoulders take to actually work out. Because it's not a muscle issue; it's the cartilage. It's the kind of the fibrous kind of sac that holds the ball joint. Just go, yep, we're going to constrict for a while, and you're going to be in pain if you do certain movements with your arm. Have fun with that. There's nothing you can do except for maybe see a doctor and get surgery.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to deal with it. I'm just generally, I don't want to have surgery if I can heal it in any other way. Even if it's just, for the next year, you have to deal with this.
What a wonderful and bright note to start the session on.
Exactly.
I have nothing to contribute to this conversation.
One day, Hyper, you will be able to.
Nah, I'm gonna
and
die.
you will have pain.
I'm going to die cute.
I don't know about that, Chief. Damn.
Sending me
Fucking
plane
got him.
crash video channels while going on an airplane is not helpful.
Just send him Mentor Pilot. Mentor Pilot's real good.
You're an asshole, you know that? Contrary to popular belief, I am in fact not dead.
Only on the outside. Come on now. Give yourself some credit.
True.
I will warn you, I have no clue what to make a group goal for today. So.
Well, you still haven't
well.
completed the last one.
Oh, true. I'm just saying that my leadership today is going to be, hey, we're going back to the city for a bit and have fun. See what shenanigans you can get into.
Yeah, we only have to prioritize making Bian's new body when he gets back. If he's not here, we don't have to work on it.
100%.
What did you guys do for a week? Nothing.
That's a party goal.
Oh yes, did you see the wonderful thing that Twitch decided to make their free game when the Fallout, the new Fallout series came out?
Fallout 76 is free to play.
I know, Fallout 76.
Damn, and I thought I was wasting my money with Starfield.
Oh,
I have to say, I watched all of the show. Wasn't bad. Yeah. It is a fun sci-fi show. And it doesn't take itself super seriously while still hitting all the points of all the factions that it represented.
Wasn't that kind of the point? Like, the whole thing didn't really take itself too seriously to begin with.
Yep. Some people do take it way too seriously. Mm-hmm. It was good, and I would recommend it.
I think it's also just people are like, oh, this has to be the next Game of Thrones. If it doesn't become Game of Thrones, then it's a failure.
No.
Which is the insane part about the whole little token series that Amazon made. Let's shove all the money into this, despite the fact they'll never make it back.
Yeah, that was terrible. This they did well.
Mm.
Especially the scenes in the vaults. They look like they would be perfectly within the game lore. Oh,
We have to wait for them to show up.
yeah, I'd allow it. Well, Tarn's record for consecutive characters, where he plays them at the same time, is 2. So if we can get to 3, we can set a new record.
You know, we could pull the same thing that happened in the last campaign and sell him off to the dudes who he owes money to, and then break him out of prison so he has to play 2 characters again.
Which one are you again? Come on, guys, you should be able to tell by now. Nope.
Well, it's going to be fun is Alex playing like 100 versions of himself.
Oh yeah, we should go visit. We should go visit town so we can start working on at least getting some of that together.
Oh God. Oh, Alex. So, been watching Ghost in the Shell standalone complex in that series for Friday night movie night, and Alex has just become our Tachikoma. Shit.
Is that a weeb? Is that a weeb on the bingo card?
I
Yes.
believe that is.
He did go
Shit.
out of his way to say the entire full title. Yes, let's go.
Oh, but I haven't. Go me.
And they,
What the sig-
and I get to poison everyone and going, hey, you like Ghost in the Shell? How about Psychopaths? This is a great show.
Especially the second season.
I'm not that mean.
No.
I am.
Cease.
Wow.
Also checking off technically not late.
So yeah.
Probably. I mean, have we really started the session yet?
Anyway, Psychopath Season 2 is basically like you take the ideas of Psychopaths and then you have Smoke write the treatment of it.
So, like the first 3 sessions of his GURPS campaign?
Yeah.
What the dog doing?
What's up?
Well, that's a bingo. Another bingo slot. What the dog doing?
Ha, you have that one too.
Also, Psychopath past the movie is very good.
Except it's typoed and it's what the dog during.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but what the dog
No,
during.
it counts. It's the
It
intention
counts.
of the law.
It's the spirit of the bingo, not the letter of the bingo.
Look, we can't counter weaponized incompetence. We didn't make the damn card.
Oh man. go ahead and pick up then. All right. We will start off with you all had exited the archive when the first had come out. It is spent the night in camp, and it is currently the second. It is the start of your free time to see about going into the city and gathering supplies, information, whatever it is you wish to do.
I guess step one, fly back to the city. You mean the fine bot part? I think we got plenty of scrap.
We have
Lord, the scrap.
We have scrap, but I would like to at least find a couple more things so it's less difficult to work with.
Okay. The jaunt over to the city is less than an hour. You land at the docking port. You do notice that since yesterday, it looks like a few of the SDF ships are now able to make it through and are starting to come back in from orbit.
And now that I've done my piloting duties, back to sifting through that information.
Start from the top, work our way down then. Inside town, Artem.
He is staying on the ship and continuing to sift through that list of frontier dockyards, or dockyards to look for pre-tech frontier-styled ships.
Okay.
I think he has to keep doing off-time stuff up through the end of the week to get that.
Yep. And we have it listed here as Saturday. You will get results. Finn.
Beautiful.
Finn ain't here.
Finn ain't here for Finn sleeps. Jesse and James are recovering. Sam. All right, so then the duo of Sam and Ina, what are you getting into?
I think. Well, yes, trouble specifically.
And
More-
make it double.
I think we're gonna visit some of the machine shops and other places to see if they have specifically parts for building / repairing medical drones. Something to make the build work on those a bit easier.
So you're specifically looking for like medical equipment to be able to put into the drone.
Yeah, or more specific parts that a medical drone would have that you need the knowledge to deal with. Something like just yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Shit. Do they have a syringe gun? If we give him a syringe gun, can he heal from a distance?
I would say yes.
Shit. Okay, we're adding that. Can we find a syringe gun, or at least? You're right. Right. All right. Correct. Then I guess we'll need like injectors and other things that repair parts for medical drones. Then.
Okay. I would say largely what you're looking for is some of the same equipment you would find in just a standard med kit. It would just require modification to work with the drone. So the purchase of a med kit would restock anything that the drone might require in that sense. Which,
Yeah.
yeah, you would have to build the pneumatic launcher, but all the stuff like the syringes, how to auto injectors, all that stuff would be part of your standard medical kit, which you would actually have aboard the ship. because you do have a base level medical bay. So if you're just looking for additional stuff to repair the Otterbot, or essentially because you're looking to build a new one,
Mm-hmm.
then I believe you are, at this point, really just in need of the spare parts and bits and bobs that are required. Not really any specific one-off pieces.
All right. See,
You just need a plan of the medical bot components that you're looking to add in. So that's your fixed roles to update your Otterbot blueprint to include.
I wonder if I can buy the schematics of a base medical bot and then modify from there instead of having to do it all from scratch. I guess we'll try that first then, scouring the net. Then if we don't find anything, we'll go search around town.
The deep web.
All right. Give me a. In this, we're going to have to do a combo program and a no. Yes. Looking for 8s on both. Okay. You find a entry-level medical droid. It is essentially a slightly modified repair bot from whose stats you can see in 197 of the book. Except instead of a 1d6 tool for damage, you would replace that with the medical kit.
Ah, neat.
So you would have the plan to be able to build a stock model of that you could start working off of. A modified repair bot, so 197, the repair bot. Instead of doing 1d6 tool damage, it would instead have the effectively like an auto dock. Then you can make changes to the plan of it from there.
All right, I guess that's what Inna will be working on.
Okay, so yep. Are you looking just to build the bot?
I was thinking put together the schematic already used for the Otterbot and then kind of modify it with this new thing for the medical thing, and then get printing that once I have the scrap and stuff ready.
Okay. Because you have both plans, this wouldn't really be a roll, it'd just be a time thing.
Alright.
So we will say 1d4 days of prep work to get it right, so roll me a d4. So on the 3rd, you will have a working plan to be able to start printing.
Outstanding.
And with that, we'll go from Double Trouble into Michael.
You know what? I think I'm just going to take it nice and easy and go out partying.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Because
Alright.
that's what Michael would do.
So you're going to go out partying? So are you going to spend the day living a elite or peerless lifestyle?
Probably, like, mentally. Because
So,
why not?
Elite's 200 credits a day. Peerless is 1,000.
Yeah,
Elite. Alright. So the boss runs off and he essentially makes the newspapers for a new rich guy coming into town.
Spilling credits like.
Uh-huh. So your lifestyle is 200 credits for the day, and we will go into the 3rd. And back to the top. Archim, anything you're looking to do besides going over your Frontier Dock World research?
Well, now that he's back, near some of the normal net, he's probably going to start also compiling any known Church of the Echoes types of ships, any signatures that they use, any flagging that they use, so he can put them on the permanent blacklist.
Okay, give me a no.
Perfectly average.
Now, roll me a d6. Let's see if I have already added this. I have not. Create this real quick, and I will give you an entry in the ship database that you'll be able to see.
Okay.
While I do that, we'll go down to the gruesome twosome. Okay. So for that, let's do, because it's going to be largely medical based, using medical equipment, let's do a heal roll. Yes. Okay. You will find it is human DNA. It registers to be. Let's roll 1d100. 55 years old. And male. Okay. Anna.
So I have an idea, and I'm going to start taking it from Team Fortress 2. We have those the spider bot pieces for those rotary guns.
Yep.
I'm thinking I modify the rotary part to make it to where this pneumatic syringe gun thing that I'm probably going to start building today, once I feed the Otter schematic into the 3D printer. Make it so where it can flip between a shoot mode and a heal mode.
Flip between a shoot mode and a heal mode.
Essentially, swap between a regular gun and then the pneumatic gun to heal.
He wants
people.
a double feed IFV cannon. You're turning Vendotron into a Bradley. What are you doing?
Vendotron.
Now, this is for the Otter.
Oh no.
Are you trying to keep this as like internal weapons to the Otterbot, or like a separate?
This would be a separate thing that it's holding and using.
Okay. So originally the rotary it was a rotary laser rifle.
Mhm.
So you're trying to convert it from being a laser weapon to a laser and a standard munitions weapon.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to need, we'll say, a fixed 12 to be able to modify the barrel and chamber to be able to have both the laser rifle components working, as well as to be able to feed in a syringe, fire that. Are you planning to fire it with like gunpowder, magnets, air cannon? What's your?
I was thinking, yeah, because we want it to be able to heal from a distance. I think like pneumatic was said, so like air cannon.
Okay. So give me. We'll do probably a DC 12 because you're looking to add a very different form of functionality to this than it was originally built.
The question is, do I get a bonus if I go borrow another rifle out of the armory?
I would say no. You're going to use a rifle attempting to make the modifications. You don't get an additional bonus from it because the other rifles are not the same same working materials as what you're thinking.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll give this a try. And I'll spend my reroll.
Okay.
Let's go!
So what you come up with is, instead of firing a syringe, because getting it to hit and go in with any type of force from the modifications you've been making on this and limited space you have isn't as easy as you were originally hoping. So instead it's sort of like a airburst shell. So instead you're firing effectively like paintballs that burst and deliver whatever the contents are on impact.
Ah.
The Healy ball gun.
You have a working test with the one you have, and it works. It's a little funky and finicky. So we will say because it's a prototype, it's going to have a negative to attack rolls. So we'll give it a -1 to attack rolls with it. However, it does have that dual functionality.
So it can then flip to like a essentially I need to protect myself mode.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is fine for a -1. And now, I think the next step would be putting the auto schematic into the 3D printer and letting that run the course for the rest of the day, how much scrap is it going to be asking me for?
Let's see here. If we go based off of the sheet here, it is asking for spare parts are a cost of 50, 500, 5,000 for the drone, 100 units of spare parts.
Moo. Shit.
Remember last time you did this, you also bought spare parts and materials to supplement what you had.
Right. That was 5,000 worth?
Yep, the cost of the blueprint.
Well, I have access to the ship fund, so I'm going to just spend that on rebuilding the otter.
That works.
The only note it says is blame R2. Reparations.
How much is being taken out exactly?
5,000.
5,000.
The stare from the cage.
So I decided to ask ChatGPT a question.
Oh no.
What would you name an Otterbot? An Otterbot is a robot that looks like an otter. Its response: how about Otto the Otterbot? It's playful and catchy, just like the Otterbot itself.
If I wanted a response from ChatGPT, I'd ask Bean.
Damn.
Alright, so assuming the money's been deducted out of the ship funds, we're just gonna go
Yes.
buy a lot of the scrap and load that into the big 3D printer.
Alright. It will take you through the rest of the day for that to finish printing and be at a level to be starting to program it.
Awesome. In the meantime, if anybody walks into the workshop or wherever the 3D printer is, I'm going to paintball them as a test with this new gun.
So the hangar.
Yep.
Alright. Ferris, you should see in the ship database under heavy frigates, Temple of the Echo MPV.
Fun. I don't see any details on it, but I know it exists now.
Oh, you can't see any of the details?
No.
Change it to that. How about that?
Checking. Yep, I can see the details now. Oh, so. Ooh. 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 Yep. Add that one to the blacklist.
New PTSD unlocked.
Fucking basically.
Well, at least you can outrun it.
Yep. This is more proof that he needs to get the ship with the faster jump drive, because yeah, no. Don't want to be anywhere near that.
It's just another frigate. You're a frigate too.
Just another frigate. Just another frigate, he said. Nope. Nope.
Charge. Sounds like we can take this thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. What weapon is this counted as? Like void carbine or something?
It was a standard laser rifle.
Okay.
Originally, though, it was being fed off of the power cell from the droid, so it effectively had unlimited ammunition. But now it's back to requiring the ace battery cells.
Well, yeah. It's got to be able to in order to get the medical stuff in there anyways and work with a med kit.
And Michael,
Same accident.
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing this day? Continuing your lifestyle?
Yeah, I think so.
That is another 200 credits.
Yeah, okay.
What does your boss do as soon as you're done with the mission, Coke Bender? What? Huh?
Beatrice has just been spending all this time on the ship just going, these guys are weird. But I have a bunk and a hot meal, so I don't care.
What did they ask you to do? Not a whole lot. Just do some flying.
Second shift pilot. She's still having nightmares about the ghost people.
Why do I hear? Why do I hear paintball gun noises?
One really bad trip.
All right. The start of the fourth, Artem.
I think he's going to keep doing those two things. Looking for more stuff to add to the blacklist and keep sifting through that database of ships to find some most likely ones.
Okay. So give
Occasionally
me
walking around the ship and sounding like a crazy person talking about, well, what if that station got blown up? Now, I mean, maybe. Did they do that power upgrade? It sounded a little crazy.
Perfect. Give me another no roll. And roll me a d4.
Another one.
We add in one more thing here for you. You'll look over. And while I do that, gruesome twosome.
Great, then I've got an idea. And he's just gonna kind of come by Sam's room there with the pneumatic gun in heal mode, loaded with a few paintballs. It's like, I've got a really great idea to test out this new weapon. Want to go pelt Artyom with some paintballs? True. Who else can we throw these at? That's a great idea. I think he's still asleep. It's like when someone falls asleep and then you just draw stuff on their face with like a marker. We'll see if it wakes him up then.
You attempt the paintball Finn in his sleep. You cannot get into his room.
Ah.
You cannot
Well,
pass this point without getting more energy. I mean, you can provoke the big man if you can hit him.
yeah, that's the other thing. He did shoot the Otterbot, which I'm reminded of, and I don't want to get shot too. Who knows what he might fire at next? Yeah. Oh, I'm just testing the gun itself in the heal mode, not the attack mode.
I mean, do it. You will.
Ferris, you should see another Temple of the Echo vessel under free merchants.
No, after careful consideration, he'll probably just shoot me. I'm gonna just go back to the hangar.
I mean, have you swung by the bridge or the quarters area at all?
Nope. Right. Upon careful consideration, we don't need a recreation of the cop acorn incident on the ship. You know, he's got a point. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Well, besides pranking, I think we do need to get to programming the actual thing.
So you're trying to, what level of expert system are you trying to make this?
At least the canned responses, as we said. I thought we were doing the other thing because expert system ones get destroyed instead of down, right?
No, I think you got that backwards. It's the non-expert system ones that just get destroyed, which was very unfortunate because I thought they just went down too.
Now it's the expert systems get destroyed, virtual intelligences don't.
Yeah, we were going with the other one.
Oh.
10 times base cost to get a virtual intelligence bot. No, you would. It's time and money. So for this case, because you're doing a based off of a repair bot, which is 5,000. If you wanted to do it at a like level 4 repair bot with a VI, it would be times the 8 for the level 4 times 10 for the VI. It's going to be another 45,000. So how complex do you want to make this?
Mm-hmm. I think we just need level 1 VI for right now, because that should cover the basic things of it doesn't blow up immediately, it can do canned responses, and can kind of function on its own without me needing to pilot it like a drone. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Acorn plus plus.
Okay, so you're just doing a stock standard level 1 VI.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to look, but I'm.
A lot.
Do we have enough to partake this from the party funds?
You have like 7 million credits in the party fund.
I think we're good then. Nah, this is all I'm going to be really spending it on.
Okay. So you're just doing the level 1 still?
Given your knowledge as a GM or with this system, is there any reason to go higher for right now with what we wanted to do?
Survivability. The higher level, the more hit dice it gets. At level 1, it's only going to have 1 hit die. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you said we had 6 million. Might as well go for 2 so it at least survives.
All right, so that would be 95,000 credits to get it to 2. So it has a +1 attack, +1 to its trained skills, and saves. It would be 14 plus. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I have the Otterbot update to its new stats. It has 12 HP, 14 armor class, standard 10 movement, morale versus an 8. Trained skill of a +1, save throw against 14, and a +1 to attack bonus to hit.
Where did you put it under?
It is under Innis drones.
I don't see it.
How about now?
Huzzah! And then for the heal gun, equipment, med kit, and then the laser rifle to represent the heal gun.
Yep. Rifle, and additionally, give it the med kit. Anything else you're looking to do for the Otterbot?
Not right yet. We're gonna keep this one under wraps until tomorrow, when I can show the entire crew, and/or when the boss gets back from his cocaine bender.
Okay. In that case, Sam, anything you're looking to do? And with that, we go to Michael.
Did I return from the cocaine vendor? Yeah. Michael shows up back up at the ship.
Is there anything you're looking to do on ship?
I think Michael is going to be taking care of probably inventories.
Right.
Making sure that we are fully supplied once again with things that people just take out of the armory constantly.
That's what it's there for.
I know, but somebody has to refill it.
No, we are not calling Count Dankula. The boss is over there and doing record keeping, and I'll probably shoot him a message. Hey, we have a new member of the crew. Yeah, I'll put that in for works for free.
Michael just sends back a reply telling you to make sure that they're correctly onboarded according to corporate policy.
Will do. I'll make sure that they can attend the next team meeting. Shit, he's right. I'm just gonna imagine Sam's just looking over his shoulder at the screen, just like, yeah, shit, right, we do need a uniform. We could, well, I mean, I have Fix 2 and some scissors. We can make this work. This ship is Fresh Start commercial. It's got to have some extra Fresh Start commercial uniforms. I mean, it's a company ship, right?
Oh, we'll say yes. It has a Fresh Start commercial. It's just a T-shirt with Fresh Start commercial across the back, and then a just pair of sweats with Fresh Start commercial, the FSC down the side.
Do I need to roll anything to kind of make these Otterbot sized, or can I just do that for like the rest of the day?
I'd say you can just do that.
Cool. Oh, of course.
Corporate PTs.
You know, now that we have that, we could totally have like 3v3 team building exercises with Finn and the gun gang over there, and then the nerds in the otter.
3v3 paintball.
Who gave Sam a paintball shotgun? Oh no.
Unfortunately, Fresh Start Commercials is the sort of company that wouldn't do something that cool.
No.
They are definitely, and especially Michael is just like, yeah, let's have this stereotypical team building exercise.
We're all going to go do a ropes course.
Pain. And it's myself giving me this pain, so I can't complain.
So did you have anything you wanted to look at, roll for, or anything?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right.
The boss is doing stereotypical boss things.
Perfectly.
Yeah, more like absentee father things.
Yeah, exactly. I came back with the cigarettes, and I came back with stuff for all of you, so shut up. Look, none of you want to go on the cocaine bender with me, so... All you needed to do was ask.
Dirtbag dad
Where we
here.
find out Michael has an ex-wife and 5 children.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. What does the coin say about the wife? No, he doesn't have a wife.
Ah, damn.
I mean, that
Ex-wife or
doesn't mean.
otherwise.
I mean, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have illegitimate children. So, does he have any children? Yes.
Yeah, that tracks.
And at that, I'm just going to leave that a mystery for now. Mr. GM, you are more than allowed to do anything with that information.
How old is Michael?
I was saying somewhere probably between 40 and 50. Let's see. Okay, well, we're going with 50. That makes it even more fun.
Okay.
Okay. Seems good to me.
Brilliant.
And with that, we'll move on from the 4th. It is now Thursday the 5th. And back from the top, Artem. If you are
Has the
looking
hangar
for-
been extra loud?
I would say yes. You cannot mask the sound of them going crazy with the paintball guns.
And sorry, you were saying something when I cut you off?
Are you doing more of looking up other temple ships to blacklist?
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Give me another no roll. One more ship should be available in the ship database under fighters.
Oh, that's nasty. Well then. Space combat just got deadlier. And let's see. I'm going to try and sneak a look at what's going on in the hangar bay at some point. Apparently rolling is tranquility, but those last two were... Oops.
Yep. I would say they're not trying to be sneaky, so...
Oh no, he's trying to be sneaky so he doesn't get seen.
Okay, so from the two of them, give me notice rolls.
Someone's sneaking off the ship.
Or someone's sneaking around the ship.
Sam doesn't notice. And neither does River.
But I could re-roll this.
You could.
Yeah, why not? It's
Just
funny.
per scene.
Funny!
Shit.
You do notice that Artyom has snuck into the hangar bay, the cargo bay, and is watching you.
He's doing the fucking Kilroy was here peak. just eyes and forehead above the side of the door, hands on both sides. How's going on in there?
You know, if you wanted to play paintball, you could just ask to join. Looks over at Sam. Right, contact, points the paintball gun at him.
Oh no! Artyom stops contacting, draws his real pistol. Contact where? Shit! I'm the contact. Hi. Ooh, pistol goes back in the holster. I'm only mostly unarmed.
Right.
What's this about? Paintball?
Says nothing. I'm sure that the hangar is just... There's just splats everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, you would when you came back on the ship the previous day. There is just splotches of... It's not really paint. It's something, but it's not paint.
Damn kids gooing up the hangar. Don't they know that there's going to be a cleaning cost associated with this?
But you see, we still have that station drone I borrowed from like a bajillion sessions ago. That's probably doing its damnedest to clean it.
True.
Look, I get if you want to repaint your workplace, but there's easier ways to do
I
it.
gave up.
Oh no!
What is my purpose? Clean paint that's going to be replaced in 5 seconds. Oh, God.
No.
Coin flip.
I mean, that's not going to save it. I can just rebuild it.
Oh. So, you planning on doing some sort of paintball derby? Is this just a really good way to paint your office if you're bored? I'm a little confused, honestly.
Oh, with weapon experimentation.
Oh, huh. What kind of weapon? Perk up interest.
Then we realized that wouldn't actually go through armor.
Mm-hmm. That and anything that you deliver is going to be small and do more damage than it fixes. And besides, yeah, knocks on own arm, hears plating sound. It wouldn't work on everyone anyways.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, we could just have that for the secondary fire.
Wait, what?
Little acid BBs or something. Have that to when it if it really needed to, we could just have it shoot that too.
You've been getting these ideas from one of the pads. I think it might be infected.
What?
What? Not all of them. I'm trying to limit the number of copies.
I still think we should take all the copies and kind of put them on a little spinner to figure out which one's the real one and go with that.
I mean, I'm sure somebody makes it. I mean, only if you count them as alive.
Which, technically, they're just, like, ones and zeros at this point, right? Acorn's physical.
Acorn?
This is just the widest grin, and Inna says nothing. I feel like that'd be a little bit racist. I don't know yet.
Well, I have hopefully future important business. I'll stop bothering you and your imaginary friend. If you need me, you know where to find me. Sure you don't need me.
All right.
And then the hanger goes. Jesus Christ.
I'm choosing violence.
I mean, to be fair, it would cover a damage type we don't already have.
Alright. And then that'll take us to then Sam and Inna.
Well, there's other stuff I still need to build, I think, for Vendotron at this point. Though, probably would be faster to build a smaller one first.
What are you looking to build?
Essentially a fast draw, fast release system for the second sword Vendotron has.
Okay, so what are you trying to achieve with that?
Not having to spend my first round in combat pulling out that second sword, essentially.
How would you build that? Like, what are you envisioning for that?
Probably some kind of... I mean, we could go with the funny meme of the Jetstream Sam trigger thing on the hilt. Trying to think what sounds reasonable and explain that in words. Maybe some kind of pressurized holster release that will fling it to the other hand, so then it's just ready.
Fling it to the other hand.
Yeah, because this is assuming combat starts, I have one sword out. I want like a quick release thing so that I can have that second sword ready as quickly as possible.
So you want to turn it into an on-turn action as opposed to it being a main action.
Mm.
That's a lot more complicated than what you're probably thinking it would be.
Probably.
Because it would have to shoot an entire sword out of the sheath and go directly into your hand.
Yeah.
I would say the easiest way to build something that you could get as into your hand as an on-turn action would be something built into like the arm of the bot. So instead of drawing a sword, you're essentially just like hidden blade extracting it out. You know?
Yeah. All right. I guess come back to me on this. Anna's just gonna spend the day spitballing some ideas and working on stuff.
Okay. And then Sam walked away. So Michael,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing this fine day?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I'm going to be doing.
I mean, everybody has the option of starting to piece together equipment because you do have more mechs that you could suit up and work with.
That's true, but I'm not the engineer, really.
Well, you can just buy some of it.
Not true.
Michael,
Or you could buy another ship.
No, I mean, yeah, I could just buy another ship if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, what's another million?
Just completely kneecap Bean's aspirations for another ship. Buy it when he's not here.
There are some ships which are definitely within your price range if you're looking for something smaller.
True. Or something the same size.
Exactly.
Though I don't really have a use for that yet, so still an idea to keep in mind.
With your current budget, you could buy up to a heavy frigate or a bulk freighter.
I mean, then I'm stuck with that ship.
True.
I mean, Michael would probably do impulse buys, but probably not that big. He is, after all, an actual corporate manager.
You could get a patrol boat, and that would be effectively within your range, or a corvette, and you would still have some left over to modify it.
You know what? Even though I'm not going to be buying anything, you know what? What would be fun? Going out window shopping. see what cool things you can buy.
Well, there is an assortment of pre-owned shuttles. There's some pre-owned free merchants in the city's shipyard. There's a couple strike fighters with provisions that require you to be purchasing them from the Planetary Defense Force. There is a couple stock standard patrolling corvettes, and there would be a refurbished military heavy frigate. However, the heavy frigate, corvette, patrol boat, and strike fighter would require SDEF approval before purchase. You could get a bulk freighter for $5 million, stock standard, and that would be available for just general purchase as well.
All right. As I said, I'm probably not going to buy anything. Just looking around. Always the most dangerous thing. Michael goes out and suddenly does have a new ship.
I'm trying to find one with a better drive. We have the staff to work on the technology.
As a note, you would be able to get up to 75% of your current ship's cost as a trade-in value, if you had so wished.
Okay.
So that would be about another 750,000 credits you could get.
All right, then. Well, that was interesting.
As cool as it would be to have another ship, I kind of like having my workshop.
Additionally, you could just buy vehicles as well.
I could buy vehicles. I could buy drones.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it, you could buy a grav car and just have a car.
Yeah, I know.
Has Rabbit come back yet? I'm not watching chat. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was on a different page, so I didn't see it. Okay, so, Rabbit, what are you doing on this fine day?
God damn it. No.
I mean, you could. That would not be that hard to do.
Please, no. Can we compromise on it's the salute from Helldivers?
Helldivers reference.
Shit, is that a bingo space now?
Yeah.
So it is.
You know what? I'm thinking Michael might need to pick up a new hobby.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what, though, yet. What would be an interesting hobby for Michael?
I mean, done with the streaming career?
No, I mean, no. Just new things to try. Do I look like a Girl Scout? No. You know, I could just take pilot and just become essentially a Top Gear style influencer.
Yeah, you could.
Tonight on Bottom Gear.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna hold off for now and just think, what
Yeah.
stupid shit can I get involved in?
Well, we'll call that day, and we'll move on to Friday the 6th. Starting with Arden.
Boss is going to get a notification. Should have a list of uh, potential salvage ships tomorrow. And then go back to his daily task. Maybe drink in the evening.
Okay, you don't get a response back.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Right. Then go to Anna again.
I think this is a point where I think I'd like to do some research for the day.
Okay. What are you looking up?
I guess nanite tech, is that really something that's common or more common with pre-tech stuff?
It's not constantly in use. It is in use at current TL4, but it is more common with TL5. And so it's not as effective at TL4. It's not as effective as like the Vendotron is. It exists, but it's very hit and miss and takes a lot longer.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I think we'll go with working on at least the schematic for upgrading the arm of Vendotron to be more like a hidden blade thing.
Okay. Give me a. Let's see here. Give me just a straight fix roll. Okay. You have the sword, you have the blueprints to Vendotron, you have everything that you need. You figure it'll take about a week to build the full weapon and modify it into Vendotron's arm. So you're looking at a week from today, you would have that complete.
Okay. I don't think I want to start on that quite yet, but I do want to make sure I have the schematic for that hidden blade.
Okay. Well, you have the schematic. It looks like it's going to take you a week of time to modify Vendotron and install the blade. So building the blade and modifying Vendotron to install it will take you a week.
All right.
Sam.
You could also set it to alert the security bots too.
So that's no real issue. You're able to set up all of that fairly simply, syncing the robots to the alerts and ensuring that in case anything happens, they will activate and defend the ship. All right. That'll take us down to Michael.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Michael's just going to take the day off. No partying, no nothing. He's had a hard, long week.
All right. And that'll take us to Saturday the 7th.
Woohoo.
And we'll start with Artyom. Through your research, you're able to identify you got 3 possible leads. The system spits out that the Deep Space Station Bamberg 2 potentially could have survived with a ship fragment intact. For reference, Bamberg 2 is in the black hole system, and URZV 7633-6. It also spits out that there could possibly be one existing on the planet Asimeda. There was a previous shipyard on the planet's surface, so you're looking at a frigate-sized ship or smaller. So it could have in-progress builds that have been lost there. And then the last one I've lost. I put the last one. And the last one is a station on the moon of Meta around the planet of Schrackle. Chracle.
Do you have that in a short list somewhere?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Awesome.
Just type it up here real quick. Here you go.
Yep. Add that to my session notes.
That is your list of possible locations that a pre-tech ship could have survived. With that, Inna.
How do I want to put this? We're not quite going out partying, but we are going out of the ship.
Okay.
I think my brain wants to go with the word people watching, but that's not correct. Essentially, go to a lot of the same scrapyard places and other things to buy scrap and just kind of listen in for what people are talking about if they're discussing anything interesting they've found related to tech. Yeah.
Yeah, you're attempting to get rumors.
Mm-hmm.
What type of tech are you thinking of? Anything in specific or just general tech?
I guess seeing if I'm overhearing anything. Probably like keywords like something advanced, pre-tech, or just something that sounds bit above just, hey, I found this toaster in the bin.
There's not much in that way of like new discoveries or new like dives or things, places to go. We will go with roll me a d6.
Yeah, there's a third one.
There is rumor going around that a rich member, a wealthier member of society, has come across and managed to purchase from a collector a stutter jump suit. And that seems to be the big talk of the tech world as it was recently demonstrated for sale.
All right, we're cooking with
That was
something like that.
That was a stutter jump suit.
I mean, I don't know if I should explain it or not. I'm gonna go back to the ship and research this once day's over. Kind of do that end of day, probably.
Yep. Information about it is fairly public, as there was a demonstration put on before the sale, and the demonstration was.
Oh well, then if it's public, yeah, it's a suit that can teleport.
Oh, neat.
Teleport once every 12 hours.
This would be cool if I was psychic. However, we could put this on the boss so we can continue being reckless and stupid.
It doesn't require you to be psychic to use.
It's like the first line. A psychic can instinctively micro-teleport away from incoming danger. The psychic.
You're looking at mechs. What are you looking at?
Oh. The power itself is also called that.
Yeah, this is a stutter jump suit.
Oh.
You know what might have a blueprint for that?
Sam, I have an idea. We're going on a heist. A data heist.
You get a message.
Yeah.
How confident would you be fixing a pre-tech starship?
I wouldn't. This is the responsibility. I wouldn't say I couldn't do it.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Last reply. I might have found one. We'll tell it briefing later.
And we'll take that to Sam. Fair enough. It is a Saturday. And Michael.
You know what? Michael is going to go and just visit some museums. See what's what. What sort of museums, though? Let's say Heads is more natural history, and Tails is art. Natural history. Learn a bit about this planet.
So, an exact planetary age has not been fully determined. They do know that It is currently, based on weather and positioning, it is currently in the middle of its ice age period. Part of a standard cycle where in another 100,000 or so years it might be lush and tropical. But it's currently in an ice age, during which a lot of the smaller or tropical varieties of life forms have died off, and you're left with space bears and other things of that nature. They have a couple samples on display, and it essentially warns space bears are dangerous. Please do not attempt to pet.
Very good to know.
Do not feed the space bears, and it's just a little graphic of a child being mauled.
So the space bear runs in. There's a couple different varieties, just like we have black bear, brown bear. They have. So they're a 6-legged mammal that vary in size from about the size of a small calf to a large bull. They have an exoskeleton in addition to their internal skeleton, fairly large claws, and they are an ambush predator.
Oh, okay.
I think we should leave this planet.
As part of this, I am going to buy novelty do not pet the space bear t-shirts for everyone.
Oh, hell yeah. The bears are coming.
Well, we still have to complete the party goal.
True.
So far for the party goal, SDF vessels have been let through, or ships that have been tagged as SDF transponders. And you have blacklisted the Temple of the Echo transponders, as well as specific ship classes that you have identified.
We could probably turn the archive dungeon into a tourist trap if we build the right machine.
I hope you have emphasis on the trap there, because I don't want to be legally responsible for someone getting gunned down by a spider bot.
We wouldn't be legally responsible. So here's my idea, right? But previously, and we've established that every single person gets or every single consciousness gets a unique identifier. If we were to say that we found a machine in our last run through, and we had to run to town to get parts to fix it, and we present them with hey, it scans your face, makes a UID, and prints out a card, and then, good luck. Are the bots connected to the network? Are you where you're supposed to be? That'd be hilarious. Because then we turn this dangerous archive into, a tourist trap.
Yeah, emphasis on the trap part, because again, they're just going to get mauled by nanites or gunned down by spider bots.
Why do you think adventurers go into dungeons? Scrapping treasure.
Ah, got it. We pull up patches and loot their corpse.
And remember, the phrasing of the party goal is help the people of Firefly solve the problem.
I've got it now. I'm all on board with this.
The people have to have a solution. We can do all the tweaking to the barrier we want, but if the people can't have some measure of control...
Gotcha. I see where you're going with this now.
That, and can you imagine if we end up at one of two places, and it takes an age, and then we just swing back here for a cargo delivery, and things have gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Burn that bridge when we cross it. Well, that's my idea for Sunday. Whenever we get there, I don't know if anyone else has Saturday stuff to do.
I believe we're done with Saturday stuff, are we?
Because going out and listening in on funny tech rumors takes up the whole day, and researching the stutter jump suit more. Yeah, then yeah, I'm good.
Right. And with that, we will move on to Sunday. You all would be open to flying back in the morning. If you're flying back and not staying in the city.
Oh boy, I love team huddles.
Team huddle, I guess.
What's
Everybody
this?
gathers in the
Somebody
break room.
else? Somebody else called a meeting? My goodness.
Mark Beatrice is optional. If you want to enjoy the crazy, come by. If not, feel free to stay out. Yes, team huddle.
So you all gather in the break room.
Yes, I am taking Acorn with me. Yeah, there's an Otterbot with a Fresh Start commercial uniform and what looks to be some kind of weird prototype pneumatic gun on their back.
Not gonna question that.
Oh, right. Acorn, be polite. It will do the salute.
Let's see. On Art and Alex's home planet, heads it's a salute, tails it's an insult.
I swear to God.
Why is the new bot telling me to go fuck myself?
Probably because he killed the last one.
Nice. Not gonna ask why it's wearing sweats, though. Don't want to know that part. So, my lawyer informs me I have no comment.
You know what, guys?
Two things.
What's the point of being an American
Three
if
things.
you can't go into your backyard naked?
One, I can put the barrier whitelist in at any time, so that all traffic can start going in and out, with a few exceptions. Two, I have an idea that can turn this archive dungeon into a boon for the planet. And I have something I want to run by you. Well, already run by the boss. Number two, Sam, I want to pull a schematic and have us make a guest pass creator, scans the person, creates a unique ID in the archive system, and prints them out a card. And then fate decides the rest. Well, I mean, we had full access, right? We still had security bots that came after us. You've heard of those, the primitive worlds. Mercs will go down there, try and get pre-tech treasures from an archive or something else that's opened up. We turn this into one of those. We just give them the machine to make all the ID cards.
Isn't that kind of sending people into a death trap, though?
Well, they don't have to go into the death trap. Yeah, we found a guest card ID machine.
Mm-hmm.
We print ones off for ourselves, tell them we weren't safe. Something about the facility being old and not all the security being connected to the network. No, that's the other thing. This one I just came up with yesterday.
I'm not sure what the point of this all is. If we can just remove the blacklist of all the ships.
It means going down into there meant something a little bit more than, well, just a bunch of wasted days. And it turns into an extra source of economy for the planet.
I don't know. I'm sure some people at the machine shops would probably be interested, but I don't know how I feel about sending people into a death trap without them knowing the full risk.
We tell them the full risk, and we leave it to them to decide. Not like we can sit here forever and baby them. Unless we're planning to move to this ice hole of a planet.
I guess if we're telling them everything, then it should be fine. I don't know.
Alrighty,
Tell them there's
I have a quick question. Did you invite Michael to this?
Yes, he was on the list mainly for bullet point number 3.
Alright. Well, there is one thing I do have to point out, and that's, well, the bubble around the planet's only really half the issue. The other half is, well, the Planetary Defense Force wants access to that archive.
Yep, they can fight for it. Same way we did.
Oh, right. Yeah. If we are going to do something, we might as well follow through with what we said and give that to the PDF forces.
Mm-hmm. Take the machine, we give it to them, explain away how we managed to get in and out a few times. You can go down to the lower level. I mean, they saw the bigger bots on your back. Not like we could hide them. And if they choose to hop into a pod and sync up with the brain trust, then they roll the same dice that Alex and I did. Just hopefully not as well as Alex did. It's a maybe. There's also a good chance. There's a good chance that now that we've outlived our usefulness by handing over this wonder machine, that we don't get included anymore. I mean, they were at their wits' end before this, right? Not like we have any sort of signed contract. The handshake deal.
I don't know. What do you make of this, boss man?
I think he's right insofar as they're likely to ice us out once they think they really don't need us anymore. We're a convenience to them. At the same time, I would rather not screw them over. Though at the same time, if we did RTO's plan, most of the risk is on their side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then.
And then, well, I suppose we'll come to a final yes/no. But the other reason why I wanted to push for this solution, just kind of wrap it up, is because my research project is finally done. And he's going to send out 2 documents, one for the, have them written down, one for the ship lead on Crackle and the Protino system, and then another one for Bamberg 2 Station around URCV 7633. So while I've had access to the archive, I figured, rather than just pull out schematics, let's see if we can find something that was built with the tech at the time. Something that would fit our needs, given, most of them started traveling around by psych drive, and Altos kind of went. So, spent the past week looking. I identified 3. These are the 2 that are easiest to get to locations where there might be something of a frigate size with a pre-tech jump drive. Basically what we got now, just better materials. If we could get one, fix it up, hell, we might not even have to stay in the sector. We could become genuine explorers.
There's a question that I have on this, but I don't want to be the person to just bring this up out of nowhere. Can't they tell?
Huh?
Can't they tell that the drive is different? They ran like a planetary or a ship scan on us from like a planet or a port.
That's a good question.
The answer is yes, they would be able to tell. You would give off a much larger signature for the drive than what a drive 1 would or a drive 2.
Yeah. Or even just somebody who wants a piece of our
I mean, we're already ringing the dinner bell. I'd personally like to be able to run away faster. Best way to do that would be to get a better drive. The only way to get a better driver, well, there's two ways. Get a bigger ship, which means bigger crew, bigger expenses, bigger everything. Or get a better one.
Yeah, we'd need a way to hide it or something. I mean, you've got access to the entire archive in your head there. Do they have nothing on being able to, like, muffle that spike signature?
Then I could probably pull up schematics for a better sensor mask. The raw output probably can't be masked much, but at a distance, we could definitely keep ourselves in check.
Yeah, but that's no good when we go into a port.
We just need to have bigger backing than whoever's looking at us. I think we already have that. At least partially. We've been out of the news cycle for a while. And for what it's worth, I don't ever really ask for anything. I'm asking.
It's not a matter of the request, it's that it paints a massive target on us without any way for us to get that off of us.
I think I'll give it this much. I think it's worth looking into.
If we had a way to muffle the signature if they ran a scan on our ship, or maybe some kind of alternate drive system where one entirely shuts off, I don't know how we'd pull that off.
More that I'm thinking of simply having it as a never just advantage we have right now. We might not even use it ourselves.
It might be worth at least, going to go check it out, but I don't know about just strapping it to our ship and calling it good.
Not much I agree with.
Well, I wouldn't want to take the drive out. That'd be doing something unnecessary. No, take the whole ship.
You know, if we wanted to paint a giant shoot us now thing, I think taking a pre-tech ship would probably be one of the faster ways to do that. He's saying take the whole pre-tech ship. And then fly the pre-tech ship.
I mean, yeah, what's the point in getting it and all of its advantages if we don't use it? I seem to remember us having a conversation like this about the dupe machine when we first got it. I was in the other chair. Oh yeah, and if we run into trouble and the easiest solution is dump it, you can't tell me that you wouldn't fucking hesitate.
Yeah, but this is exponential. It's dupe machine plus that, plus whatever else we have.
That'll repark this one. We'll recruit more crew. Who knows what kind of weapons that thing would have on it. Or even something free merchant sized. It's got a pack a wallet. Or they don't know how to fly it, but don't have the keys.
Or they took it apart.
Or it's unfinished. Get there first. We need to resolve this situation. And that's where that keycard machine comes in. You all a game?
I think it's worth investigating at least. See what's there.
I mean, if it's a schematic you need me to build for that keycard machine, I can get working on that. But I'll probably have some requests for you to poke that brain cloud for.
I'll poke the brain cloud right now. Let's see. Are there any schematics like what we're looking for?
Or a facial ID reader badge printer combo.
Yeah. And if there isn't one of those, are there individual schematics where we can have Ina put her expertise, make it?
I would say that it doesn't give you a direct hardware solution. It instead gives you the software solution of, hey, you need to link into the internal network of the archive, and then from there be able to upload UID information to be able to get that badge information to be printed out. That would be a fairly, not even needing to do a badge, because everything, you only had a badge for Michael for his one he took from the previous station that you all were at.
Mm-hmm.
So just to upload UID information, that would be something that they can do using a TL4 data slab with the correct programming.
I will relay this to the brains then.
So, writing up the software will require go with a DC-10 programming role and a week of time.
Ooh.
Damn, what is this? Asteroid?
Nice.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wrong campaign, wrong
I was
child
just-
soldier.
I was just about to say, I'll take my wrong campaign for 300, Alex.
Hmm.
I mean, you always have bad decisions.
So I
Yeah.
imagine Sam would have relayed that it would take time to do this. All right, then. I do have some other things I'd like you to poke the brain cloud for. Then.
What do you got?
I guess a few things on their ability to program or work with nanites would be, and if they have any within the archive.
I mean, they
Spare
have
ones,
nanite
I mean.
security.
Right, they know it. I'd like to know some things about nanites because I have an idea to work it with something.
Because there's no specific request there, we'll say that you are able to get generic nanite design specs for like the generic ones that they used in the archive, as well as some like papers on engineering and programming, the aspects of it that was recorded. We'll say once you have something that you want to do with that, we'll give you a +1 to whatever that roll is. Right there.
Outstanding. At which point, she'll kind of take out her data slab and I guess pull up the news article of the guy with the teleport suit.
Yep.
The stutter jump. So, I kind of want to get my hands on something like this. And my thought was, this seems really cool. I can't wait to no-clip into a wall and blow myself up or something. My thoughts are cheat using nanites to essentially make a outline that I could see through like a HUD glasses like I built for Sam. So then I know whether I fit into a certain space and that it won't cause me to get crushed.
Oh, you want nanite whiskers? Do you need the suit schematic too? I wonder if they have that. He thinks
they-
to himself, searching the paint bank.
They do have the schematic. However, the components required to make it is a vast amount of pre-tech salvage.
Oh. Oh. If I ain't gotten those upgrades, those numbers would have hurt. Yeah, we can't make a suit like that with or at least what we have so far. I mean, the schematics show up on your pad.
I wasn't really
Have a look
thinking.
there.
I wasn't really thinking of buying or building one. Just in the event. Just in the event that we acquire one.
To the is that military grade technology in the archive, or is this like an everyday thing? The stutter suit.
It's hard to really differentiate.
Gets a that's weird.
Military tech and civilian tech and pre-tech are almost ubiquitous with each other. You can't really have one without the other. So even like pre-tech weaponry is like, oh hey, but they're treating it the same as like we're looking at it like, oh man, this stuff is amazing. They're just like, oh yeah, I use it as a paperweight because I have something better in the actual arsenal. Well, what's in the actual arsenal? The stuff I use as paperweights.
It's like a microwave to a medieval peasant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick question. I don't know if they list this in the book. I haven't gone looking for that piece of equipment. Would it make sense for them to have stutter step suits as basically ejection pods? Or a way to eject onto a planetary surface if you're crashing?
No, the range of a stutter step suit, because it's unpowered, is not the greatest for that. You'd be a little close to the ground to want to be doing that, as it only has a range of like 100 meters, and you have to have clear line of sight.
Maybe the better question would be for the brain cloud is where we'd find one.
I mean, presumably in places like the station that we were at that would sell consumer level goods or, at least utility goods. Perhaps a high-end store. Something about getting out of danger quickly. It wouldn't work as an escape pod. I threw that one out there that they kind of rejected as, you have to see where you're going. It'd be a little too close to the ground. You'd probably blow up and die.
Yeah, that's kind of why I want the nanite silhouette to know what I'm looking at and whether I can use it.
Mm-hmm. So, where would these suits be found if we were to find them anywhere?
It would be found in pre-tech archives like you've been in. If people inside had owned one, any type of TL5 remnant stations, in the hands of collectors on certain planets where some of this technology has survived. Black market. Places like that.
Well, either the places that were going for that ship might have it. Either Crackle or Bamberg Station. There's a chance. Not 100% chance. Maybe 1 in 6.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm sure that big pretext station that we were at had some, but bad memories. Might not want to go back there, especially because it's unpowered. That station around the black hole, that might be the ticket.
Isn't that the same one I found before?
It is.
You fuck. I did say we should have gone there before.
What can I say? Spend a little time in the chair, get a lot wiser.
Yeah, it's like I was right the whole time.
Bump, set, spike. One more check towards a bingo.
Right back.
In the meantime, I could use those that information you've got on the nanites.
Nice. Yeah,
My
it's probably a little much to dump all on your tablet at once. Might end up Alex size. Just let me know. I'll ship some over.
I just need a little bit. I mean, I think most of the nanite tech we already have that isn't pre-tech should be fine enough to just make a light silhouette only I can see.
Yeah, nanite whiskers.
Mm-hmm. It's Hilly's back. I know exactly where to get exactly what I need for this.
And we have basically another week of working time to get that program set.
I assume we're
Before we
staying in
can
the city.
leave. I mean, I don't see a reason to leave the city.
Great.
Other than to, maybe have a quick conversation with the people at the camp, let them know, hey, we have the solution that was working for us. Here are the risks. It'll take us X amount of time to get through. Oh boy.
Yep, let's call this a break. I need a few minutes myself.
Sensible.
Wahoo.
I guess back at 10 to the hour then. Nope, don't have that one. Damn.
Don't have hyperaism for rabbit.
No.
Binui. Shit, I don't either.
Feels like it's time to buy a new Milwaukee. Relevant image and memes.
Sorry about that.
Probably take it. Great.
Think Rabbit and Coyote stepped away, but there's something I think I could, if we still have time during this day, something I'd like to go do in town.
What would you like to go do?
I think I'd like to go visit somebody like a cyberware or the cyberware doc or something.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the thing I'm specifically looking for is surely they have like a replacement capsule for Tagger nanites. Assuming they get damaged or something.
A replacement capsule for Tagger nanites.
Mm-hmm. The ones that you can have track somebody, essentially, like assuming those nanites can get damaged. You probably have like replacer capsules of them, right?
Yeah. So you're looking to just buy the nanites.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you can get just the nanites for 5,000.
Outstanding.
I assume subtracting those from the party funds.
Yeah, it's slightly over my personal budget.
All right. Now, what are you looking to do with the nanites?
Well, once I have them back on the ship, assuming they're still in like the whatever capsule they use to load it into the cyberware, kind of program the nanites themselves to kind of essentially make a silhouette of myself in 3D space. With the end result of this being eventually linking it to something like the HUD glasses, so then when I have that teleport suit, I can kind of look to myself where it's going to put me.
Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a mental save.
Mental save? Uh-oh.
Yeah, just roll me a mental save. You're looking at the nanites, you're looking at everything you're doing, and then you're thinking about the HUD glasses, and a thought hits you. Why not just add software to the HUD glasses to map you in 3D space?
I think the main reason why I didn't want to do that is if it's something that I can see part of the way through, but not entirely, because it's line of sight, and I could be still seeing through like a window or something, but not be able to see the entirety of the floor.
What do you mean by not see the entirety of the floor?
Like looking up at a 2-story window. You can see into the room, but can't see the floor. Something like that.
In that case, you would create a nanite projection in the room, but you still wouldn't be able to see the floor.
Right.
So and you would still... There would be really no change to your ability to jump into that room.
I guess it's more making sure that I'm not going to end up crushed by something I can't see trying to use this.
You would sort of have the same thing, though, because you'd be massively slowing down the process of how to use the suit. Because the nanites would have to move from you over to that location. You would have to read back the exact position your body would have to be in the final location, and then position yourself, and then jump.
It feels like extra steps.
Projection could do it, but the projection also can't read if there's something invisible there.
Well, if there's something invisible there, then you're going to be fucked anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So nanites might form around it.
Also, you're going to jump into the nanites.
I had not considered this.
You're telling the nanites to make a 3D representation of you in a location, and then you're jumping into the nanites.
My thought was more like an outline to make sure the entirety of me fits. If that line is broken, then the answer would be no, and it wouldn't read as somewhere safe to jump.
Well, you could do the same thing with a just 3D spatial in your HUD glasses. And say, hey, if I can't see something in that space, then don't mark it as a safe place to jump.
Yeah. I think I'll have to go with that for now. But I'll keep these nanites in case I need them for something, as I have a bunch of other things I could use them for.
Well, we have Artyom and Nina. Where's the other two? Michael and Sam. Did they walk away?
Yeah, Rabbit messaged me saying he's having stomach problems and don't wait for him.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it sounds like we at least have a sort of a plan for when we leave, and also a sort of a plan for letting us leave. Which I will say is a lot more than what we had, so. So yeah, I think for now we are going to be sticking with Ferris's plan and seeing how that pans out with the archive. And then we will probably follow it up by looking for, the ship part that entire thing, and just whatever else there is. After all, I imagine that will be sending us into a dungeon once again.
Yep.
Of course, that's where all the best loot is.
And we've got probably another week with Sam doing the programming thing, unless someone helps and cuts the time down, but I do not have programming.
I could make an attempt to help, but he already made the roll. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Which programming works the same way as any other, fixing creation type role. Having multiple people with a minimum skill level of whatever helps cut the time.
Well, that's for you to complete it. Additional hands just decrease the overall time.
The time spent.
Nope. It's a 10 because you have that. Additional hands would help decrease the time required. So if Inna, you decide to help him, instead of 7 days, it'll go down to 3.
I mean, he helps me a lot with my projects. Might as well.
So you're currently looking at completion on the 11th.
Yeah, now what? What can I do? I mean, I could say I'm using the miracles of project management to make it faster. I can just imagine you roll that, it's just going to take longer.
Or
Only if you roll poorly.
Yeah, no,
we could also.
Let's do it.
I swear to God, if you start bringing up workflow acronyms, I'm just gonna have the Autobots shoot you.
I think this is...
Guys, it's been a while since you've uploaded your progress report on Slack.
Death.
There you go.
Holy shit. Casual 13. I
would say, yeah, you're able to actually assist and shave off a little bit more time. You essentially keep them on track because they'd like to wonder.
No, Anna, you can't make all the variables otter with different numerical iterations.
The SDF has to look at this. They will point and laugh. No.
Damn.
And with that, we'll say it decreases it by another day, so you'll finish on the 10th.
Hmm. I'm going to explain this out loud because it's now clicking. If we present this to them on the same day that all the civilian ships are allowed back in and out, with the obvious exception of some religious extremist groups, then that would explain why we had to spend so many days in town for a solution that we had already had for multiple dungeon dumps. So there's less question of, well, how were you getting through it before? No, we had the solution. We just had to make a copy and started, processing it across the net. Bam. There's that loophole closed. Maybe.
Is there anything you would like to do in the days up to the 10th? Or would you like to skip forward to the 10th?
On the 9th, I'm going to turn back on civilian communications. Then on the 10th, flip it from an exclusive list to an implicit list. So civilian traffic starts going through, or can get through. And then the morning of the 10th, when everything is done, we go deliver our solution so we can fucking leave.
All right, who do you deliver the solution to?
Well, our point of contact was that SDF major, so that makes most sense.
Yep, I agree.
Well, he was stationed in the PDF headquarters in this city, so you don't even have to leave the city.
Oh, nice. I was figuring we were going to end up having to fly back over there, but that's good. We deliver the solution, add in the risks of, hey, there's a chance that some of these security bots aren't connected to the network, or that they're going to look at you like you don't belong in a certain area because it's an archive and not a funhouse. Maybe Michael can talk about the business opportunities if he's so inclined. I don't know if that's a Michael thing to do.
Well, you go to the military headquarters there. You are granted audience. You have a little bit of a wait. Hour goes by, 2 hours go by. Looking at your watch, and 3 hours in the waiting room starts to come up before a secretarial member of staff comes in, greets you, and escorts you to a waiting room. To a briefing room where the major is, and so is his Canyon View compatriot, Dr. Louis Morrison. Greetings, gentlemen.
Hello. Pleasure to see you guys again.
Heard you have an update for us.
Yes, my compatriot here has most of the technical details. I am mostly just here to say, yes, we've accomplished quite a bit. got both civilian and comms traffic through, and well, quite a bit of everything. Yeah, that looks over at RDM. I believe you have the details.
It is best a summary as I can give for work done mostly by our tech team. We turn the security barrier from a very selective list of things that could get through to a mostly permissive list. Basically, and Sam, Mina, feel free to clarify if I get something wrong. Basically, what was happening, because this is an archive planet, archives are, well, secure facilities normally. All that traffic up there was trying to verify whoever was supposed to be coming through, and if it didn't recognize them, which of course it wouldn't, there's not even database entries for, our free merchant class of ships. It would go, we don't belong here, and cut their engines out. Same thing going the other way.
Okay. So, be able to break into the security of the facility and modify it to allow us through, whereas originally it was blocking. Okay, got that.
The other piece, how we were getting in and out of the facility so well. Just had to put some final touches on it, be able to export it off of our pad. Jam, Ina, you guys want to send that copy through. We figure, going based on getting through the barrier the first time, that if we could put a UID in the system, at least the guest temporary, some level of access, that we could make it through most of the corridors without getting shot at. It worked. They hacked in. It was a slapdash solution. We put ourselves in the system. The only trouble is not every area is free access, and not all the security is connected to the network. Very, very old facility. So there's still some inherent danger, but you're not going to get shot at right out of the gate most of the time.
He leans back in his chair. All right. So, the software solution you sent us, we can add ourselves in systems network, prevent them from seeing us as initially hostile for all active systems. However, you're saying a lot of the systems are not active. Well, it's better than the 6 and 6.
No.
This is just going to become the next Argo in joke. I think it already is.
Uh-huh. He hands his slab over to the Canyon View, Dr. Lewis Morrison, and looks back. Well, that's effectively your end of the bargain kept up. Seeing as how in the past 24 hours, even as you said, civilian traffic has been allowed through. I believe that is everything that we had both agreed to with each other.
Yes, sir, I believe it is.
And fairly timely as well. Fairly timely indeed. Looks back. Well, you've bought yourself some goodwill with us here. Take this, implement it, and keep our search going further down in. Now, did you all have anything else?
Art's turning it back over to the boss.
As of right now, no, we don't. It's been a pleasure working with you guys.
Been a pleasure working with you as well. Please, if you wish to come back further and go further in, be our guest. Time being, I believe that you all should be on your way.
Although we
Back to the
can,
stars.
certainly will. Old Prince.
Also, out of character, you know what time it is. Time to start looking through spreadsheets.
Woo!
As you all go to leave your office, and as the door starts to close, you can hear a small snicker from the Major and Canyon View, and we didn't have to pay him a dime.
No, not at all.
Nope. We got something much more valuable. Information.
Those morons think we didn't have to pay them. Those morons think we need paid.
Uh-huh.
The amount of copies of free schematics of just bullshit.
That they will
that
also
hasn't
now
been
be able to go
seen.
back in there and get.
Mm-hmm. That also means their brains become part of the brain trust. And so the cycle continues.
Shit, speaking of the brain trust, we should totally use Bean's character's likeness as like the little assistant when they're helping making the little like UUID. Like, would you like assistance making your UUID? Yeah, just use him.
Hold on. Do we want to leave a copy behind? Because that could be funny.
I mean, it's up to you guys.
It would be funny to have some feelers out here to see the shit go sideways.
So you want to leave a copy of Alex Rains on this planet's close network.
Instinct says yes. It's funny.
Okay. So
and document the UID so that we can contact him in the future.
Oh, this will be great. We could tell Bean when he finally comes back, oh yeah, we left you on the planet, and then actually explain what we meant by that.
So are you going to leave one of the existing copies or create a copy of one of the existing and leave it here? Are you creating a new one?
Do I tell anyone that I'm doing this? I will leave one of the existing copies that I know to exist here on the planet, connected to the network. Message to boss. Don't worry, we have a man on the inside now. Thumbs up.
Okay. One of the copies is now marked as being left here.
This is a wonderfully dumb idea.
I mean, we can just have him talking to himself after he gets back from summer camp.
I know, it's great.
And from my perspective, this leaves only one copy on the ship, because I don't know there were 3 copies. Brilliant.
All right. You get back to your ship. It is the end of the day on the 10th. Are you making for orbit now, or you want to wait and go through the spreadsheets?
No, I say we probably should wait.
Might be a good place to end so we can spend some time going through the spreadsheets and start fresh next time with hopefully Tarn in tow and maybe our. If only I knew the word for idiot in Latin. Idiot in the machine.
Wasn't like Fatus Ex Machina? You sent that to me.
Yep. Fatus Ex Machina. It's in the cast list.
Brilliant. All right. And we will do that, and we will leave here for today.
And party goal finally completed.
Yep, and let's go through it. So we will give party goal out to everybody who's here.
Boo,
So everyone who's here gets 3 points for party goal. Artem, you'll also get a point for character goal.
Woohoo.
Sam, you'll also get a point for player goal.
that
Anna?
was. Oh, fuck you.
You will also get a point for character goal.
Yes.
And Michael, you will get a point for character goal.
Amazing.
Very productive session, everyone.
It's a level up for me. Hell yeah.
I'm 1 XP away.
Why mini map when few map do?
Shit, we didn't even need to kill anybody this time.
Well, is leaving one of the two that I know of, Alex copies behind, really counting as killing him?
To be
Probably
fair, they
not.
do both have holes in their head now.
It's fine. I have the golden master disc. Probably.
Well, yeah, we have his original in the freezer.
Yeah, but the brain in that one don't work.
Yeah, we just fix up his brain with a little bit of cyberware, and then he loses all of his integration stuff because it's just him being back to normal. But then we also build him in the yin body, so then he gets both.
But if you give him cyber brain, that means we could then have Sam full dive him, because that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, surely not.
You could have said nothing.
Bye bye.